Hello and welcome back to Factorio and Space Age. So I was getting mentally prepared to be like, okay, so we have a kilo left and we have Promethium science left. And then I'd be like, okay, I'm getting kind of done with this playthrough. However, as I can see here, we're having some insane trouble getting this to actually consume 100k SPM. So I'm gonna just mega scrap this and we're gonna build a belt-based version of this instead, because this ain't working, and I doubt that one or two more sciences of bot speed is gonna magically fix this problem. Because as I see it, like, we have science. Actually, now we're lacking this because we can't produce more, but like we can produce more than 44k. 44k is not the problem here. It's not only like this. And Fulgora right now should be able to do almost 70k SPM. Like, no, not even joking. If everything is working, we have 12k times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's gonna be 70k. So we should be able to have a fairly steady pace of 70k. Last 10 minutes, we're at 37k. Like, this is not a problem of science being produced at a specific rate, I think. And I need to diagnose that problem. Otherwise, we're gonna be in trouble. So, I have sketched a little bit based on a concept from a Buck Nasty on YouTube. Because I was watching some other unrelated video and I was looking at his lab design as well. And I found this to fit pretty well. So this is 6 squares of our city block, and this will be able to consume 10.4k. Okay, so if we build 10 rows of this, it's gonna be 104k. Yeah, and like this, we can take this times 3, and we also get 104k. So this is gonna make the same amount of science, but with less labs and belts instead of bots. So I'm gonna delete all of this because we need to figure out a way to actually get this to work. Because of how this is designed, it needs to be woven, otherwise this is not gonna fit. And I want to feed this with 3 belts coming from left side, so I'm gonna have the bots deliver the space sciences into this lane here, and we can just spread that with a ton of roboports. And then I want my novice sciences to come from this area where we already have the belts. And that's gonna need 0 bots. So that's kind of the plan. But if we take a look here, we have 3 belts coming in here. If we demonstrate this, we have 3 belts coming in here. One goes up here and then would come out somewhere on this side. Yeah. The second one goes down and it would come out here. The third one is down here, and this third one is going to go straight the whole way. And if we look up here, we have another 3 belts coming in. The top one is going to go straight all the time. This one is going to weave a little bit, just like this one here. But it's going to go in and out on the same lane, just as these two bottom ones. And then the middle one is going to do an S as well. So the middle ones, they're going to have to swap position for each set that we do, right? So the other ones will be the same, but this one will come in here. And then we're back down here. So then we're back to the first one. So this one comes here. The second one would be coming out here, yeah? Yeah, so the second one would be coming out here. So this needs to swap position as well. And then we can go through in there. Okay. So this is connected. That's connected. I think everything else works. Okay. And I think that would be it. We're gonna test this in like 2 seconds. Let's see. One, two, three, four. All right, we're gonna go 6. So it's gonna be that. I mean, that fits pretty well, not gonna lie. I did forget something though. So, I kinda want this here. I just want to load this up with some stuff. And I want to make sure that we read this. And I want this to go when there's less than 10 on this belt. Like if there's nothing on this part of the belt and it's going to be looking at this section each time, I want it to load up with agricultural science because this is going to spoil. We want spoiled first, and we want spoiled first here as well. But this here, 10.4k, okay. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to delete this again. Boom. because we need to do this thing here as well. Because we forgot. Take this and this. Take this and this, this. That should be fine. And then we can copy this. I'm gonna unfortunately have to get you going. We're also going to take spoilage out here, yes. Which I think we're gonna do with this and use a filter for spoilage. Okay. I think we're pretty much done then. That should be it, yeah? Okay, so what we can do then as well is we're gonna just go all insane and do deconstruct of this. We're just gonna connect this again. The network I've worked so hard to separate, we're just gonna connect back. Okay. So another thing, which I should probably have done before we did finish this, was this. We need to recycle some spoilage here. If we take a look at this, okay, that's fine. I think all we need is this. Okay, that's well, it's gonna stick out a little bit. do that. Which hopefully is gonna get this done. Okay, and here we don't actually need this anymore. This can go away. Gonna want a spoilage channel there though. Because we still need to be able to take care of the spoilage if it does arrive. Okay. Well, these bots will be busy for a long ass while. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Because now we need to kind of test this thing, right? So we need to get these 3 things in here. We're gonna have to decide what they are. And how to get like a full half belt. And I think full half belt we concluded was 2 legendary stack inserters. So what we need to do here we can go slightly out here. We'll do 2, 2 with requests. Then save some room. We would do this. That should work fine. For each set of this, we need that. And unfortunately, on this side, it's gonna be a bit more complicated. Because we need to grab some stuff from different spots here. We're gonna need a bunch of things coming in. Where was it that we were adding bots? It was somewhere here, right? Probably. Was it around here or not? I'm gonna set this to 50k. Logistics bots. You know, this should now cover everything, so we should have all these bots incorporated in the network anyway. It doesn't matter too much. Yeah, bro, you're not gonna do that. Thank you. Thanks. Let's get rid of that. Thank you. Thank you so much. That ain't happening, son. I have officially tanked my FPS really, really hard. Okay, let's go back to this design. I don't think there's anything else that I really want from this, is there? Is 20k construction bots what we want? Let's fuck up our shit. I know our roboports can't handle this. But let's fuck up our shit. So we're gonna have more problems with charging. Okay, So something else that we can do while we're kind of waiting for this is... So I wanted to try to minimize the amount of wait time that we're getting here. So I wanted to do this instead. And just say that whenever you have your requests satisfied, you can just... you're done. Unfortunately... we can copy this. Okay, cool. Oh, that was weird. I want to see what happens, because if this just goes whenever this is done, I'm happy. Because you should. If not, we need to look at this again. So I'm weirded out that this doesn't turn green. The request is satisfied. I'm just waiting for these to land on the ship, really. Okay, you feel free to land on the ship now. And this is the slowest rocket in the universe, pretty much. And you are not going. Okay, so this is not gonna do the thing. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Boom. This needs to be... yeah, it needs to be more or... Why is this not turning green? Okay, it is turning green now. Wait, can I do that again then? Okay, yeah, we could do that. Okay. I just fucked that up. So we just do this then. So I'm just gonna do all of that junk. You are automatic and you seem to be going fine. So I just want to see if we can save a couple of seconds here. By just doing this instead of this. I don't don't know why you're doing this, son, but... Okay, so you are doing that. Request satisfied. So we'll do this. Boom. Copy that to this guy. You're gonna do the thing. You're gonna go to Volcanus. You're automatic. You're automatic. You're doing your thing. Oh, wait, what? Oh, no. Let's do that. Boom. Doing that. Take this. Take that. Do that thing. We go back here. So in the fringe case that this happens, what then? Because you don't want to deliver another one, do you? That's fairly annoying, actually. Wait. Wait. Why would you not want to deliver something right now? I think you want to try, but you can't. Okay, you're sending it to this one. Okay, maybe that's not a fringe case after all. Maybe it isn't a fringe case after all. No. Okay, you are gonna do that thing. Okay. I am incorrect. I think we also want to try and set this value to 5 instead. Because we don't really have any interest in waiting around on novice. So 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Because we're already like waiting quite a lot, so we just want to make sure that it keeps sending stuff until it's pretty satisfied, right? You're waiting for that, then you're immediately going. You should be getting this as well, and then you're gonna immediately go. Instead of waiting. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try and see if this works a little bit better. Okay. Alright, we're not even there. Right. Where are my Spidey boys? Do you guys have... big electric power poles? I think you do. Would be great if you could just go over here and help a little bit. Since I'm not really there to do anything. Just adding these couple of things would be great. Oh, but you're not constructing, you're deconstructing right now. Well, technically, still helping. Technically, still helping. Oof. We do have enough. Yeah, okay. It's the spiders themselves that have this issue. Okay. Does it even help? Oh, we're getting some power in here now. Which is good. Okay. I think I'm just gonna let that be. Okay. I'm gonna... you know what? I'm gonna let this deconstruct. I'm gonna pause the video here and I'm gonna let this deconstruct. And I'll see you in a bit. And welcome back. So, some time has passed in the game. And by some time, I mean a lot of time has passed. It took way longer than expected to clear this out. But here we are, and I'm thinking this is where we want to start. So I'm gonna plop this down, and we're gonna see what we can do. I'm gonna leave this to the left for now. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I just want to... Okay, and this would be 6 of these, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would have to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. This would be kind of tight in here in the middle. But I think we do that anyway. And then we'd have this here, kind of. Boop, boop. And we are jumping over here. Right. Just gonna do this. Bro, actually, you kind of need to... No. This ain't it. That needs to go there. Yep. Okay. So, what we'll do here is I'm gonna go steal the belts from here. Then we need to start deconstructing these things here. Not the power pole though. I kinda wanted that there. And then we drag this up here, yeah? Same thing here. Gonna need this to turn. I'm gonna steal this here as well. Do this. Remove that. We're gonna drag this here to pass. And that comes up there. Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna use this blueprint that we already made for this. So I'm gonna remove... Yeah, all of that. All of this. Unfortunately. Then we have purple. Which will come here. We'll drag it this way. There we go. And you're gonna go over there. You don't really have anything to jump there, so that's great. We are gonna take this here. Remove a lot of belt from this area as well. Now we're tanking the FPS again. But it is what it is. This is gonna be really good eventually. I have faith that this is gonna be worth it. There we go. That's how that's gonna be. probably doing this, yeah. Not really worth it there, though. Okay. There we go. That should be it. Okay. Let's make sure that these go past. We can probably just do that instead. Whatever, dude. Kind of looks a bit weird, but... Alright. We need to go all the way down here. I'm confused. Whatever, dude. So a ton of this will actually go in here, yeah? We have a belt missing. For some reason, I don't know what that was. Okay, the bots are kind of stuck. That's what that is. Well, maybe I shouldn't have deconstructed all of this at once. Actually. Okay. Well, I need this room here. Because we're gonna need this to go straight up we can go here and start building this. Ideally, I kind of want this to come this way here. Okay, we find this all the way over here, yeah? Then we take this. And that goes there, and that goes there. So then we only have red and green science left. I'm gonna drag them in the middle of this, I think. So we kind of want to go here, probably. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Perfect. I'm dropping stuff on the floor. Okay. So far, so good. This is going to load half a belt in here. Wait, did I make a mistake now? Yes. Man, I'm so fucking stupid. We're not gonna be able to... This is not sustainable. Maybe here would be sustainable, but this is not. We can only sustain half of 14,000 per thing here. So if we just calculate this quickly, 240 times 60 split on 2 would be 7,200. This, and then 7,200 would be 32. Which is here. You know what? I'm getting really pissed off at myself right now. Like, really, really pissed off at myself. Okay. Let's delete this. Let's delete this. So I think, because we can choose now, I think going from a straight line up here would be very beneficial. We're gonna help with this here as well. Because if the bots from the unloading of the space science can go straight up, right, this here ain't gonna be a thing either. We're gonna have a different solution for that, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I just want to really remove these things here, yeah. So we would take this and we would... I don't know why that's being all weird, because that's gonna be how that is. We would start here. That would be the plan. If we just remove this. Oh yeah, that's the power pole. That's fine. This would be the plan. We remove this, thank you. We're gonna put that out. That's fine. And then we do this until we have 32. Okay, we don't have these things yet. I'm gonna wait. So that's 9. This would be 11. This would be 13. This would be 15. Okay. We sure that was correct. Pretty sure this is 32. Okay, and that means that this would be coming in here. Boom. Okay, it's not too far off, but it is a bit. But we don't need that. Fuck that shit. I don't know why we did copy this thing into the middle here. But I'm gonna remove that. Okay, hopefully we've done this correctly. Let's check this out. Okay. And one more of this would be 222, which would be 7,300, which we cannot do. So this is not even half a belt. Like this here is a problem. Maybe we should do 33. Honestly. Like just do this. and have like, okay, we can consume just slightly more than half a belt. But it's still gonna be capped at full half a belt, right? That would make sense to me, kind of. Then we also have the privilege of starting up here. Okay. I sense a problem coming here, but we're gonna deal with that later, okay? I do sense a problem coming here. I don't care that this belt is a bit longer. I'm just gonna do this. CBA. It doesn't matter to me at all. Let's do this and this and this here. Just gonna take this. Gonna make a weird loop here, but whatever. This is kind of fine. Yeah, we're gonna have to jump this weird thing here, which is also fine. Then we have to go up there, through here, through here. That's fine. Through here. Okay, man, this here is gonna take some time. We'll just sort this out meanwhile. There we go. This then becomes that. This will be there. Righty then. That's not how that's gonna be, but we'll just do this in the meantime. Put that there. Put this there. This needs to turn. Can turn here probably. And then can do the same over here. And we'll just turn... Okay. That's fine. Green comes in there. Red. Comes in there. Okay. That should be that mostly cleared up, right? And we can all agree that this times 2 times 7 is 100k. So if we split this in 14 of these, we should be good to go. I just don't think we have room to do that. But we'll see. Okay, let's send these in. And now comes the big freaking scary part. First of all, we kind of want to upgrade these to something slightly more interesting. Boo. You know what? I think we'll do this. We'll do this as well. Let's make sure we have some stuff here. Okay, let's start with Prometheum Science. This guy here. $10k should be pretty good amount here, yeah? Then we'll take... No, we won't. We won't. My bad. We are actually very dependent on this here. This should also be 10k. And these should be spoiled first priority. Okay. Then we take the next one. Electromagnetic. Volcanus, metallurgic. And space. Okay. I can see a problem already. Fact that we didn't connect this. Okay, but this is coming all the way, yeah? And here, the last one. We want to do this. We just want to see if there's anything spoiling at the end of the tunnel. And metallurgic and everything is kind of going. Like this last one, in either direction, should not really be working that much. Because it shouldn't be able to consume a full belt. Maybe. It's a big freaking maybe. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be stable, my guy. I really have my doubts that this is gonna be stable. We're gonna see. One minute. Like, if we're lucky, this is gonna be exactly 7,200, right? I mean, it's looking pretty decent, actually. It's looking pretty decent. It's as good as we're gonna be able to get it, I think. I think this is about as good as this gets. I'm gonna remove this. Okay. I'll definitely wanna check these. Okay, cool. So far, so good. And this looks pretty freaking steady. Okay. Right. I kinda wanna do this. But swap this around. We just do this, please. No, we want to do legendary stack inserter here. Okay. Okay, I just want to do that because it kind of freaking bothers me. Okay, that's actually gonna be problematic here. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. Boom. And that's gonna work pretty well. We'll do that. This is gonna be red signs. 10k. This is gonna be green. Blue. Purple. Yellow. Military. Just to make sure that we can load this into the system without being like mega problematic, right? Okay. So we are gonna take all of this, because this seems to be working fairly well, actually. We're gonna take this and go here, I think. Then here. And here. I don't really need those there, to be honest. We're just gonna do that. That's gonna start working, kinda. We're gonna do this. Then we're gonna get up here. And the thing is, this here ain't gonna continue anymore. So we are just gonna do that. This here just goes down. So again, this here doesn't continue anymore. This here just goes down. That's fine. This here doesn't continue. This here just goes down. And then we go in here, do this, and we remove that. Okay, so this thing here, we have 7. So what we're gonna do is this, I think. No, we're not. Okay, we're just gonna do spoilage there. I actually just want to see that nothing here collides with anything, right? And everything looks pretty good so far. Does not look good here, though. And that should have been the last one. Okay. We're gonna have to charge a bunch of bots here. $10K. $10K. $10K, please. Like, we have more than enough of this. The question is how many bots we're gonna need here to make sure that this actually works. That is a very good question. You have 500 on the way. Why do you have 500 on the way? Because we're charging... Apparently... Yeah. Okay. Well, this probably, maybe, is gonna be enough. Big maybe. This is also gonna take a bunch of time to get rid of because we just have so much of this science in here. I would think... Yes, the distance is gonna be the same. I'm pretty sure this here is correct. Boom. Boom. We'll remove one lane from this and one lane from this. And this goes. That goes. This one. That one. That's probably fine to start. This here actually needs some help. That should be fine. That's gonna go in there. These are gonna load up. We'll start by doing this. But I kinda wanna remove that. I mean... Okay, I think we'll remove this. We'll send roboports all the way there. That can go away. That's fine. It's not gonna be perfect by any means. Okay, this here in theory we're gonna have to have almost 4 of these, which is definitely a huge problem because of this freaking copper patch. We're gonna have to relocate that here, I think. So I don't think there's any compromising on this particular thing right now. We're just setting up these new ones here. It's gonna take some time before they are filled, and it's gonna take some time before they're empty. We are now able to make 22k SPM. Well, this should also be able to mega destroy any of the spoilage that we do have here. I just want to double check that we don't have any weird shit going on here, because we're gonna have to get spoilage out. Nothing weird about that, really. It's a little bit tedious to do this, but at least I can see that it's going all the way, right? It's gonna have to be the same with this. Which does seem like it flows pretty well. Okay, perfect. So spoilage will now just automatically go down there. This seems like it's fairly stable. I have a sneaking suspicion that this is not going to be completely stable. But, yeah. I mean, if we're lucky, it's gonna be half a belt. And we just go from there, really. Okay. So obviously we have a bunch of science stacked up over here, so this is gonna take some time before this becomes anything, really. So we'll start by putting out these. what we really need to focus on is the part that's over here. We can pretty much copy this, I think. We're gonna have to move it up just slightly. 3, 4, and 5. So we can remove that. And this, actually. So I think I just do this, really. And then this here would go there. That needs to be removed. Okay. You know what? I feel like I kind of CBA with that. You know? I think what we really do instead is we just take a couple of these lanes. We're gonna be like, okay. We'll just do this. And this is gonna have to cross this. We'll take 2 lanes away here. Which is fine. Then there's gonna be 3 lanes left at the end of this. We do the same with... Oh. Can you actually get removed? Holy shit. Okay. There is something here. I can't freaking see what it is. Okay. Thank you. I'm pretty sure this exists here as well. Okay. Yeah, so that's kind of fine. So those lanes go. Blue can come in there. I don't think we need that. These lanes kind of go. Then we have purple. These lanes just kind of go. We have yellow. This just goes. And then we have military. This just kind of goes. Green comes all the way. And that will go there. These should automatically be done. Yeah, we are gonna struggle with underground belt, right? I'm pretty friggin' sure that that's gonna be the case. Okay. So, kinda next one would be here. That goes away. Just taking a couple of these. This can go. And we'd have a belt at the end of the day, right? Okay, and then we remove this, that, and we'll have one belt at the end of the day. This can go. This goes. That goes. I'm kind of annoyed that I went back to belt-based science, but I don't think I could have made that other one work without rebuilding the space hub thing. And I'm not super convinced that this is gonna work either, because of the amount of bots that are doing other shit right now. It's a bit much. By other shit, I mean they're stuck charging somewhere. And then we'll have one belt at the end of the day. And there we go. So for the last one, what we actually need is this part. Oh, luckily that didn't construct. But this here might be enough. Well, we'll see. Because we have one belt left only. This should be enough. We might not need to move this in hindsight. We'll see what we can get up to. Okay. Holy frick. Give me my underground belts, please. I beg. I need so many. how is it possible that we're using so many? Anywho. So we can just get this in here, yeah? Like that. Then we can basically do this. So that one's done. This one comes in here. That one goes there. Jump. Same thing here. This one just goes there. This one goes one past. That one goes there. This one jumps here. This goes here. That goes in there. This goes here. This goes here. Like so. Okay. I mean, that should be it. What are we lacking? We're only lacking underground belts. So let's take a sneak peek here. Yeah, this should be able to consume 102.6k SPM. So we're done. We are done. Cool. We just need to get up there as well, right? But this design is now done. I'm really freaking hoping. If I have to, I'm gonna cover this whole pillar with roboports. I don't care. If I need to, I will. But this is going to give me the throughput that I want. There's no shot it's not. I refuse. Now our science counter is mega broken. It's unfortunate. And I'm gonna think about a little bit where I want to measure this or not. Actually. Question is, do I actually care at this point? It's been kind of useful and kind of fun, but is it that useful that I wanna make a big deal out of it? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. If I do measure it, I would want to measure it in like 200k. Not intervals, but I would have liked to measure it in 200k. No idea how much is gonna be on these belts. Maybe I don't care that much about the novice signs, only that they're full. Because in that case, I would have just... in that case, we can... There's no way, bro. Do we have any... What's the wire reach on the legendary one? Big. We don't have this. Let's get it. This one. No. This one. The wire reach is 42. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. This, I don't think this is enough. I would like to read what's in here. Then I could read the amount of science that we have here, but that ain't gonna happen. Okay. So... we are not counting... yeah, but that's okay. Okay. Well, it's like a couple of 100K. So maybe we want to read this 200K instead. Just a bit less, but what can I do? We'll see later, I think. We're gonna have to make something here. Okay, so 200K seems pretty reasonable, actually. We just need... yeah. Okay. I mean, that seems okay. We're now really sending bots in this direction. There should be enough. 154K. And it's the same here, right? There should be 10K in this. Okay, cool. Well, I think we're fairly done with the new science lab setup. Maybe I should toggle off the bot thing, because showing that seems to be dragging the FPS down quite a lot. I mean, there's a lot of charging available here. So I don't feel like there's a huge problem. Yet. Let's add one more row here, please. Like that. I mean, we can add it here as well, I guess. Okay, perfect. They don't seem to be getting particularly stuck here. It seems to be working fairly okay so far. It's just these freaking underground belts. But this has been a really freaking long episode. Hopefully, I'm gonna let this run a bit and we'll see that this new science setup actually works and we can consume 100k SPM from this. And then we're on to a kilo. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching and have a really nice day.